Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode from the HermitPack server. There's a whole bunch of us online right now. Exuma Cubfan and Joe Hills are all online. In today's episode, what we're going to work on is this. This is actually going to be a animal farm. I know for sure I want cows in here, and I'm thinking pigs. I'm thinking cows and pigs, and then we'll have a separate room for sheep and a separate thingy for chickens as well. I really don't have any sort of like food production right now. I had a ton of wheat, and I still do have a bit, and I've still got some bread and some toast, but those are not going to last me forever, so I need to get something going here as far as food production, and I figured we'd make ourselves a bit of a cow farm. And we're going to kind of make use of some vanilla mechanics and some modded stuff to do that. So I think it's going to be fun. So first and foremost, we need to kind of design the room. And I've sort of laid it out. I've already dug it all out. But here, we're going to have a couple of pits that are going to hold the cows and the pigs as well. And we'll just kind of do something like that. There we go. Like so. Beautiful. And actually, you know what? I may... I wonder if there's a way... Nah, this should be fine. This should be perfectly fine. So, we'll go ahead and do something like that. Okay. So, each of these pits is supposed to be... Why did I make them... I meant to make them too deep. The derpage. The derpage is already happening. We are like 2 minutes into this episode, and we're already facepalming. This is not a good sign. Things are... oh well. It wouldn't be a typical Welsknight episode without at least a little bit of facepalmage going on. That's okay. So what I'm thinking is we'll have like our breeder cows over here and our breeder pigs over here, and then they'll kick the babies off to this side where they will grow up. And then that way we're not killing off all these guys. And then I'm thinking we'll probably have like an auto kill mechanic where I don't know how we want to do that exactly. I'd like to only kill them when they're adults, but I'm not entirely sure how we could do that. Tell you what, let's actually jump into a creative testing world for a minute, and I'll be back with you in just a second. Alright guys, I am back. So, I've got just a little 5x5 box here, and what I want to test is a couple things. So there's a item in here called the automated user. And it basically, that's right-click activation. That's not what I need. I need something that will kill. Is there mechanical user? That's what I think I need right there. So if we put a mechanical user like this, this should use pretty much any item. So we want a generic click, which is essentially going to be for a sword. And let's just grab some diamond swords for now. Ideally, we would do this using like a Tinker's Construct sword that has looting 3 on it, and then all the upgrades to make it unbreakable. That would be a bit more ideal. But that should work. Now, it looks like it may need grid power. Let's see. Let's just try putting... and actually, let's get a couple of conveyor belts. Here we go. And we'll just use these ones for the minute, because they're a little easier to place than the other ones. There we go. And let's just spawn a zombie here. Okay. So they're taking sunlight damage, but they're not taking damage from the mechanical user. So let's try making some grid power. Let's go with the extra utilities 2 solar panels. And let's see if this makes a difference. If I put in a bunch of grid power there, still nothing. Do they need to receive a redstone signal in order for this to work? Because I'm not really sure how these mechanical users work. I just know that they do. Actually, let's go with a button instead. There we go. So if I put that here, nothing. Always on. Ah! That's left click. Activate block with item. Use item. No? How do you make it do the thing? Ah! Entity. So they need to be set to entity. So, does it require grid power at all? So if we change, let's see. This is set to entity left click random slot. So, entity left click. Entity left click. Entity left click. And entity left click. Okay, so now if I spawn in a bunch of zombies, they will all take damage. Good. That is good. That is what we want. So now, let's try spawning in a cow and see, because a cow is technically just above 1 block. So if I put that here, he will take damage. That's good. Now, if I spawn... I need some wheat. If I spawn 2 cows, and we breed them, and then we push those 2 cows up against the wall, will the baby take damage? That's the question. No, the babies are safe because they're underneath that block height. That is awesome. That is actually what I was hoping to see. So, now, let's try with these conveyor belts from Immersive Engineering, because these appear to have a slightly higher hitbox. I don't think they actually do, but I want to test it out and just make sure, because I want to use the ones from Immersive Engineering. I think they look cooler than these other ones, but if they're not going to work, obviously then I don't want to use them. So let's go like that, breed those cows. No, they're going to die. They're going to die. That's all right. Let's attempt number 2. There, did we get it? Did we get the bait? We got a baby. Okay. So, what I need to know is that little guy, he's still safe. Okay, so that tells us what we needed to know. That means that we can breed the cows over here, send them through, and then they'll only get killed once they grow up. Awesome. Let's get back on the server. All right, guys, I am back. So, first and foremost, we're going to need some mechanical users. And that's right here. And it looks like, I think we could probably get away with like 3 of them. We also need to make a few dispensers. And when I say 3, I mean 3 for each side. So let's make 4 dispensers. And looks like I need a couple of levers too. And there we go. All right, so that gives us, well, You know what? I really should just to make it easy, let's just make sure we have 10. That's probably a much better solution than trying to reroute stuff. And there we go. So there we've got 10 mechanical users. And then I'm going to need a bunch of conveyor belts from Immersive Engineering as well. Let's see. There are 25. So I'm going to need like 3.5 stacks, I think, should be enough. I think. And that's how we're going to transport our cows, not only for breeding purposes, but also for separating purposes. We're going to basically send them underneath here so that they'll get transported to the other side. That's the plan. Now, the other thing we need to do is we need to automatically breed the cows. So let's see, is there an automatic breeder in here? There is a Breeze. I'm pretty sure Cyclic has a thing. Structure Builder, Block Miner, Controlled Miner, Block Placer, Password Trigger, Automated User. That could work. That might work. Automated User. That's actually kind of expensive, though. Let's look at some other options. Farm Brick. I thought Forestry had a thing that would allow... Let me look through a few options here, guys. I'll be back with you very shortly. All right, guys, I am back. So we've got this thing right here, the automatic feeder from Actually Additions, and that may do the trick. Let's just see. Oh, you know what? That's right. I forgot a couple episodes ago I moved all of my manuals up to our bedroom, and I just want to... What is... weird server glitches sometimes go on with the elevator there. Let's grab the... Oh, no, that's environmental tech. There's the Actually Additions manual. That's what I want. Let's just take a look at this real quick and see. I want the automatic feeder. Lamps, Enderstar, spawner chest. Let's go back again. It's probably a block that uses RF, I'm assuming. Maybe not. I figured it would be. What about items that, blocks that don't use RF? Feeder, here we go. Manual animal farm, placed in the middle of an animal pen. Automatically feed the animals, and if there's enough animals near it, will shut off on its own. That doesn't tell me the range, though. I want to know the range. If there's enough animals near it. I wish I could see the range. Oh, well. Let's try it out. We'll just give it a try. We'll see how it goes, and hopefully it'll get the job done. There we go. So let's go down to the basement. And elevator. Elevator, why you do this? Okay, there we go. Let's make 2 of those automatic feeders. So we're going to need a couple of those. We'll need 2 wood casings. We'll need 4 golden carrots. And there we go. That should do it. Now, I don't know if what the range is on this thing. I'm hoping that the range will reach over here. And there's really only one way to test that and find out, unfortunately. So, let's grab a cow and a cow. Or actually, we can probably just use 1 cow. And we'll put down our conveyors. What I need to know is the range going to reach over there? So let's do this. We'll turn those ones in. These ones will be the ones that actually, like, shimmy them over to this side. Although, actually, we could just do... We could just do 5. Let's do that. There we go. And now if I put a cow down, like so, and we put a wheat into that automatic feeder, is it going to have the range that I need to breed the cows? That is the question. So that cow is currently unless we can... No, doesn't say we can set that. 0 animals, so it doesn't reach right there. Oh, it also looks like it only works if there are 2 animals. So let's try 2. It still says 0 there. What about, like, right here with 2 block range? There it has 2. Okay. So what about here? Still has 2. Here? Still has 2. And here? Still has 2. Okay. But here it doesn't. So it looks like its range is like 4? I think it has a range of 4. So like a 9, so it would cover basically like a 9 by 9 if it was placed directly in the center. So in that case, we'll probably make 2 more of these guys. Feeder. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. And 4. Oh, what? Did I not? What? Why did I only get... Did I get 2? Is one of them still placed down over here? No. Did I not just make enough for 2 automatic feeders? I thought I did. What is going on, Zelf? Okay, whatever. We'll make 1 more. I don't really know what happened there, but fine. No big deal. Like so. Like so. And like so. There we go. Now we have 4 of them. Now, because we have a... Oh, there's one placed right here. Derp. I'm sure the comments are going mad right now. That's okay. So I think what we can do is place 2 of them right here, and then this whole area, this box, should be within the range of 1 of the automatic feeders. And that way, we can breed all the animals, because we only want them to breed on this side. That's the big thing. So let's grab our soul vials and pick our cows back up. So, and as I said before, one of these is going to be for sheep and one of them is going to be for pigs. Then we'll tear that out. And I'm going to put conveyor belts right here, going underneath. Like this. Until we get over here. So basically, when the babies are made, they will be pushed underneath this little bar, I guess we'd call it, this line of blocks here, and go all the way up to this edge, where we can then use our mechanical users Oh. Do I need to be, like, down here for it to place the right direction? There we go. Like so. So that basically is the idea of the farm in a nutshell. I think for the moment, I mean, obviously, I'm going to need more breeder cows than just this small number of them. So I think what I'm going to do is right here, I'm just going to put these 2 cows in, and we'll get them breeding up so that while we work on the rest of this project, we can have these guys kind of in progress, so to speak. And then we'll also do pigs over here. And one of those got renamed to Bacon in a Bottle when I picked it up, which is kind of amusing. I don't know why, but it did. And then we're also going to need to do a carrot and wheat farm, it looks like, as well. Although, for the moment, I can use Torcherino to get that going. Are they going to breed? There we go. Baby pig. There should be a baby cow in here. Good. Yep. So at the moment, I can, if I need more carrots and wheat, I can get Torcherino going. So I think that part is now good. So let's talk about the aesthetics of this room a little bit. I think I'm going to go with kind of this design that we've used, the hardened stone brick and the basalt. The floor, though, I think I'm going to do something other than dark oak planks, at least around this area. We'll have to see. Let me get some work done on the room as far as making it look better, and then I'll come back to you. All right, guys, I am back. Now, one thing that you guys have been telling me to make for quite a while is the eye chisel. This thing right here. Apparently, where be me chisel? Here we go. Let's search for the eye chisel again. Apparently, this thing can chisel blocks and can do multiple stacks at a time, which would be super, super awesome because I've got a lot of these dark oak planks, and actually, this is the one that I need, but I'm using these all over my base, and apparently, if I go like this and choose that, oh, that is super awesome. Wait, did it work? Chisel all. Ah, that is super, super good. I love it. Okay, so that's fantastic. I now have an eye chisel, which is good. And we are, I'm just going to come in here and convert this floor into dark oak, and then we'll do some things around it in certain areas to kind of make it look a little bit more interesting. I still need to get my basalt pillars in, but the room's coming along. All right, guys, so that's all good. Now, I want to do something different around this area right here. I want these to appear as something else, like this little area right here where these guys go. And I don't know exactly what I want to put here yet. I'm kind of leaning towards the caution blocks from Chisel. They look kind of like ghost block. There we go, got it. They look kind of like yellow striped warning sign. You'll know what I mean when you see them. I don't really know how to describe them, but they're pretty straightforward. Let's just do that. And I think that should be good. So let's put all of this stuff away. And then I think they're technically part of the factory blocks, which I'm going to need to make a couple stacks of. And then let's do, yeah, these right here. Oh, man. How did I live without the eye chisel before? How did I not make this, like, ages ago? That thing is fantastic. Like, I love it. It's so good. How did I not make that thing forever? And anyway, now I'm just getting sidetracked. So here, I'm going to come back. Caution blocks there. around this whole edge. Like so. Beautiful. And then in the middle, which should be right here. Why you pull up dark oak? That's not a caution block. Oh, it probably was a ghost block left over. That's all right. And then we'll grab this, and we can pretty easily come down here and replace all of this stuff with the caution block as well. And I think then that'll look pretty good. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. All right, and then I need to do the basalt. I need to do the stuff up there, and then I'll come back to you. All right, guys, I am back. So the room is basically done. Obviously, the farms aren't going to work very well until we get some more cows and pigs going, so I'm going to have to keep kind of breeding those off camera between episodes, and we also need to set up a wheat and carrot farm, too, which will then automatically import their stuff to these feeders. That's kind of my plan. And I need to work on getting a ton of lapis for the mechanical users, and so we can put Tinker's swords in there. Let's just see, how much lapis do we have? If I convert all of that, I believe it's 450 lapis per. Let's see, for looting 360 lapis. So I'm going to need 3,600 lapis for 10 swords. Yeah, definitely don't have enough lapis at the moment, so that's something else I'm going to have to work on. But we made some pretty significant progress today. We've got the farm under construction, at least. We've got the cows and the pigs breeding up. So all in all, not too bad, but I am unfortunately out of time for this episode, guys. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I do appreciate it, and it really helps out my channel. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. There are links in the video description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time.